St. Timothy Construction unusual?
Very important kasi. Hindi unusual, pero very important yung presence nila because they provided the net financial contracting capacity in the single largest contract requirement, eligibility requirement of the bidding.
Yes, it's part of the procurement laws.
Without St. Timothy, hindi makakasali itong Miro sa yung partner niya.
But is that allowed wherein they're a construction company and
yes,
this is an
it's
election
allowed
system?
under the procurement law.
Laws.
Kaya siguro kailangan nating baguhin. Pero it's allowed. Ang problema nila actually, ang problema nila, yung incorporators ng St. Timothy, dami. Dapat sa pre-qualifications pa lang, nakita na yan ng COMELEC. May TWG yan, may BAC yan, dapat nakita nila. It's either kapabayaan nila yan or talagang tinolerate nila yan. Kasi kitang-kita dun sa pattern mula umpisa, talagang niluluto nila yung bidding for Miro joint venture.
And Congressman Egay, since St. Timothy Construction, which is the company that supposedly has the minimum capital requirements for that whole group of companies that won the Miru Systems deal, if St. Timothy has already withdrawn, is it still possible for them to still be qualified?
They're no longer qualified kasi yung net financial contracting capacity is a continuing eligibility requirement. So, dapat buong buhay ng kontrata, nararayan yan. The moment na umalis, wala na yan. At dahil joint venture yan, umalis yung isang partner, dapat yan automatic dissolve na yung partnership.
And
ngayon, ang sinasabi nila, ang palusot gagawin niyan, ako sigurado ko, ang palusot nila, sasabihin nila, dissolve na yung partnership, they're just winding up. So, yung mamamahala ng eleksyon natin sa 2025, niloko ang Pilipinas. Sinabi nila na ito mga may-ari ng St. Timothy, hindi naman pala, mga dami pala. So, manloloko. Ngayon, paano natin pagtitiwalaan na mamamahala sila ng eleksyon nila kung sa umpisa pa lang nanloko na sila?